Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Johnny Brento's JuJu here on Wednesday at Mutantville.com. As per usual, I'm going to give you my what's what on what's what for the goings on of Mutantville Productions for the past week or this week or whatever really pops into my little mind. So this week, we had an amazing shoot this weekend, day 2 of shooting elements for Muticia's movie Morgue episode 1, which of course features George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Now, the premise behind what we're shooting here is that Muticia will jump into the film and sort of show up in the graveyard from Night of the Living Dead. It's just a bit that'll probably run for 30 seconds in the episode. But, like so many things, it takes a lot of effort and time to get the content for that little 30 seconds. So what we're doing in this occasion is having Zombie Day. This is probably the 4th or 5th Zombie Day Mutantville Productions has had in our long, illustrious history of making genre entertainment, and we've gotten good at it. I'm happy to say that we've been able to get some things done and really become more efficient at gathering up, folks and sort of being able to anticipate the kinds of things that come up. Not that there some things didn't come up that that we didn't expect, because that always happens. You never know exactly how many people come out, what they'll be wearing, that sort of thing. But thankfully, we have a really lovely graveyard right in the Mutantville backlot here in Albemarle, North Carolina, or I should say Nilbog, North Carolina, for those of you who want to know the secret ancient name of this town. In any case, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a little bit of behind the scenes. I will start off by saying that I processed this video a little bit, not to look exactly like it's going to look in the episode, but just to give you an idea in the direction we're going. The idea is to make everything look as much like 1968 as possible, and I've taken a different direction and made it look sepia, which is kind of a brownish tint to old film, whereas the actual footage that we use in the episode will be a lot more white, glowy, black and white looking, if you will. So without further ado, here we go. I'm just going to give you a running commentary on what's going on, and thanks again to everybody who came out and took part in this. I think it went great. I know everybody in Mutantville was really happy with the footage, so here we go. We'll just jump in right now. Zombie Day on Johnny Brento's JuJu. Awesome. So here we have our mobile crew shooting Muticia as she sets up the interview that she's going to be conducting here in the graveyard where the dead have returned. And there's our little crew and cast enjoying some tasty beverages and snacks from Crafty, thanks to Janice. You can see everybody's having a great time watching what's going on with the shoot. And there's our on-set photographer. She kept pointing the camera at me, so I just kept pointing right back. So here we go. Now you'll note. See, now that's one of the reasons that I always have the camera on Vanell, because she's very camera aware and will always do something cute or funny. Here we have Lisa Cobb, who was the featured zombie. I like to call her insect zombie because everything just came out looking way more insectoid than I anticipated, but it worked great. I should mention that I did this makeup. Todd was focused on the primary Bogman makeup for Jeremy, which is a featured zombie. These zombies that I made up that just have the shading were we were calling them staggering zombies because they're not featured in close up. And wow, there's Bruce Dickinson's zombie. How awesome is that guy's hair? Just saying. But you can see all of our zombies were really enthusiastic. There's George. Tommy's sort of shielding them a bit there with the screen. And just getting various shots for walkers. Love the waitress outfit Felicity has on right here. Very period, very cool. And here we have our friend Jason Wheely. There's Tim, and there's Lisa, and there's Eric popping in, setting up the picnic scene where the zombies come in and attack our hapless victims. This was extremely funny. I was thinking Greg's character must have the worst periphery vision of any character in history, as he waits till the zombies are practically on top of him to figure out, hey, maybe I should get out of here. But you can see we're trying to be as portable as possible with as few people, and just try to really take care of that location, not leave any trash or anything. So far we've been able to shoot here for several Mutantville productions and never run into any problem, most notably in Ghost. hardest working zombie in the game right there. And there's the illustrious Bogman. Interesting note, this mask started its life as an appliance for Sawbones and Scarecrow at Midnight, but unfortunately was not ready on the day. So it eventually was finished off and sort of converted to a mask by our effects master, Todd Averett. Oh, there's zombies, we must run! Ah! This scene right here was, hilarity ensued when everybody got around the hot dogs here, and if you'll note, you'll see a bit here, a foot being thrown, that was a recurring thing. Yeah, that mask and this light is just stunning. I mean, it looks like the zombie has no eyes. I should take a second to mention the contribution Vanell makes for dressing Muticia. I mean, it's a big deal, and she really knows the character. Of course, she creates the character with us, and she's always very on point with her clothing selections when we see Muticia out of the classic presentation of her, which of course is the beautiful red gown by Louise Muticia. So I thought this little gothic, I kind of think of it as like Elvira meets Madonna, because I like the little lace gloves and the feather earrings she picked out for that. That looked awesome. This is a cute little gag. I don't want to spoil it, because I actually think it's one of the funnier bits. It's extremely scary looking Bogman. This is what we call strangling zombie. He strangles himself the entire time. Look at that! Look at the enthusiasm with the zombies right here. It's crazy. Just perfect weather. It was about 80 degrees, maybe 85, but there was a breeze blowing the entire time, and it was really a lot of fun, as long as you had hair on your head, which at least one of our zombies did not, and got a little sunburn, but it was very nice out there.
Well, pork belly or rump roast?
There's a professional victim right there, sir. This is his acting forte is victim, professional victim. You need a body, has body, will travel. Again, I'm just really floored with how good this Bogman mask looks. When you can see it up close, I'm not sure it's featured up close, but his hands have a little bones sort of detailed on them, with moss growing on the hands and the arms and on the face, a bit like he died in an open grave somewhere, where moss just sort of growing all over him and looked really great. I'm sure at some point we'll post some pictures up.
I think he's breastfeeding.
You are watching Mutant TV.
Haven't got your fill of zombies for the week on this episode of Johnny Brento's JuJu? Check out the links below for behind the scenes from the making of our feature-length film Ghost for more MVP Zombie Day action. See you next week.